today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep going. We're doing pretty well.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Going for it was Sanders, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carlson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eric Armstead. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they got to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 26.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run with Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Once more, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See?
They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And Shark calls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep... So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. That's once again complete to Chark. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Etienne. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll run again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
And they'll try to run with Etienne.
And this time he is in.
Yes. Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Running right, here's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score him.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. 3rd down here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now we're going to use a timeout. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
Open man right side is Sharp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Ready, ready. Check. 60 out more.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that's complete TTN out of the backfield.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be working at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Agnew now to return. Pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To try again after the sack. Lawrence, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Looking to throw, Lawrence. There's Chark with a great grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now Lawrence on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Again, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Mark that is a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go, D.
They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs try and escape. What you hope is that this...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, head on ahead, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball in the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
2nd and 4. And that's complete to Sanders. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great job, great call.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Eric Armstead getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it on. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Robinson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.